Hi, everybody. Come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're catching the live, come and say hi. If you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this. I am very, very late today for a series of events, because of a series of events, and that's okay. But I thought I would still pop in because I was just working on something and I had another kind of aha moment I wanted to share with you. So if you're new to this, then let me know. If you've never been here before, just pop new in the comments. And for those of you who maybe don't know who I am, then my name's Emma Starling. I'm the Inner Smile Coach, and this is the Daily Tap. And I am an energy worker, an EFT master trainer, and I've developed my own modality as well called conscious energy clearing. And I help people to integrate all parts of themselves and to stop judging themselves so harshly, and to help them to let go and dissolve the outer casing that keeps them stuck, i.e. the way they judge everything, the stories they tell themselves about what's happening. Hey Barry, good to see you. Because that's what keeps things anchored in, right? And hi Melissa, good to see you, love. And so the way that we do that is my main modality is emotional freedom technique, and the Daily Tap is all about helping you, as well as me, to get into and stay in a daily tapping practice, right? This is coming up on 7 years I've been doing this for free. And my aim is to help you see and experience and understand how powerful tapping is, especially when you do it every day, right? So that's why we're here effectively. So whilst this isn't a therapeutic EFT session, hey Lisa, good to see you. Whilst it's not a therapeutic EFT session, hi Kimmy, it's very useful in terms of giving you an experience of EFT. You actually get to feel it as well, how it works. I love it. You get to experience how it works and the kind of floopy feeling when the serotonin and the dopamine kick in, when the brain waves calm down and they come down out of beta overthinking, frazzled mode, and down into relaxed awareness, alpha mode, maybe even theta if we tapped for long enough. And so the beauty, hi Marlene, good to see you. Hi Karen. And so the beauty of this is that we get to do this together and also to connect as a group, because group work really magnifies the results, right? So what we do is we take a tarot, an oracle, or an affirmation card. Today we're using the Priestess of Light Oracle. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And I give these, more recently, I've started to give these sessions a title. And then it just kind of comes in from, I channel it, I suppose. Hi, from Alabama. Well, it's lovely to have you, Marlene. Thank you for joining us. I just get a download that that's what I need to talk about because of whatever. And then we pull a card and we see how it all lines up, and I channel any messages, and then we do some tapping. So if you are new, then you are very, very welcome. For all of those returning as well, please, I would invite you, if you like this content and you utilize and benefit from this content, please make sure you've liked or followed my Inner Smile Coach page on Facebook, my Inner Smile Coach channel on YouTube, or my or like and comment on my post in LinkedIn, because I'm streaming into all those places together. So the card that's just flown out of the pack is number 26, Earth Magic. This is about fearlessness, removing obstacles. And it's a really amazing card. So first of all, I'm going to explain what I mean by the golden gag. Okay. So in my practitioner supervision and development group tonight, we're going to be talking about spiritual bypassing, okay, and toxic positivity. Now, I'm a big advocate of stopping that spiritual bypassing and toxic positivity because it's damaging, right? It isn't real life, and it's damaging, and also it stops people learning from their experiences. And it's almost like just brushing something under the carpet and going, oh, cheer up, it'll be fine. No, you're not honoring somebody's necessity to work through what happened and actually how they feel, whether or not they decide to dredge it all up and go through it, right? So why have I called that the golden gag? Because actually it is. It's like putting a gag on somebody and saying, there, everything's fine, everything's working out, it's all in divine timing, blah, 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 blah. Which, when we say all of that, most of the time it's meant really well. But when a client needs to sit with, experience, and process something, toxic positivity and this good vibes only culture is bullshit, because it's it almost makes them feel ashamed of feeling less than positive all the time, right? This toxic positivity, this sense of, stay cheerful, good time, positive vibes only. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? And this whole, it's not spiritual to be negative. You've got to, you've got to let go of your negative emotions and stuff like that. It's a load of bollocks. We're here to experience the contrast, right? Now, getting stuck in those difficult emotions can lead to us living half a life and all of that good stuff. I get that. I get the need to move through it. But before you move through it, you need to sit in it, feel it, honor it, listen to it, learn from it, and then find a way to release it. So this is the golden gag, right, of spiritual bypassing and toxic positivity. It's like, don't talk about how you really feel, just stay positive all the time. Everything will work out. Well, you know what? Everything will work out a lot faster if you actually give a truth to how you feel and then use tapping to move through it, to lift that emotional charge so that you get to positivity quicker, right? So that's just my thought for today. So what does this card say? This is Earth Magic. Hey, Kathy Ann, good to see you. Fearlessness and removing obstacles. Now, I had a tarot reading this morning from my tarot reader, Joe Sanders. It was fabulous. And this card really links into this. But I'm going to read out what it says. I want you to pay attention in your body to what's happening when you hear me say this. My comment didn't show. Oh, I don't know, Lisa. I probably wouldn't see that until afterwards, darling, because I'm focusing on this. So I have no idea. Sorry. Okay, the energy of this priestess and the horse brings movement and magic into your life. The horse, a creature of power, has long represented freedom. This card signals that the time is right for you to free yourself of the obstacles blocking your movement forward. You may have been hesitant or even afraid to face these obstacles before, but there is a greater courage growing within you now. Take a look at your life to determine what needs to be done. The obstacles may be external to you, perhaps a friendship, a place, or even a job or task that brings negative energy to your life. Or the blocks may be more personal, taking the form of worry, self-criticism, or other negative thought patterns. See, the golden gag, that's what we're talking about. Unhealthy or self-sabotaging behaviors and habits could be blocking you as well. All these obstacles, whether inner or outer, may be a part of your daily life, and as such, may seem insurmountable. You're welcome, Kaz. But it's time to fearlessly choose to prioritize and honor yourself. This beautiful galloping steed represents your true power to break through, to remove old obstacles, and to move forward on your soul's path. The grounding energy of the earth will always support you and bring real magic when you make the honoring choice. I love that. And the affirmation is, I have the power to remove any inner or outer blocks. I am fearless in my choice to honor myself and my life. And what I'm going to add to that is, affirmations, as I've said before, are wonderful. And if it was a garden and it was full of weeds, it's not going to look beautiful until you pull the weeds out, right? I mean, some people like weeds. I actually love like dandelions and stuff like that. I'm not saying that from a judgment call, but you get my drift, right? So what we're going to do is tap to honor the less positive feelings that may come up when you think about removing obstacles and being fearless and stuff, and whether you have the power or not. And then when you get to, you released a certain amount of that self-doubt and stuff, when you're talking about it, then you can move through to actually saying it and feeling congruent when you say it. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the comments if it makes sense. Okay, so if you're new here, then just tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. And we are going to do some tapping. So just pay attention to any area in your body that is tense, tight, uncomfortable, painful. Perfect. And give yourself a grading for how intense that tension, tightness, discomfort is out of 10. If 10 is the worst, right, the most intense, then when we've tapped for a couple of rounds, I just want you to come back and have a look at that number again. That's your tangible evidence that tapping works, right? So let's do a little bit here. So take 2 fingers, full responsibility for your own well-being. And we're going to start here on the eyebrow. I know there are obstacles in my life outside of the eye that are blocking me from moving forward. Under the eye. And though it's time to set myself free, under the nose, I know I've had hesitations. Chin. Maybe I haven't had the courage to do what needed to be done. You see, we're honoring the truth of what might be going on for us, right? And you can replace these words if they don't resonate for you. Collarbones. And so I decide to take a closer look. Under the arm. Maybe some of the blocks are external. Top of the head. And maybe some of them are slightly more personal. Like worry, self-criticism, and negative thought patterns. It's a theme this week, isn't it? Unhealthy or self-sabotaging behaviors. And unhelpful habits. All these obstacles have been part of my daily life. And maybe for part of me, it's felt insurmountable. But as I tap and relax my body and mind, I can lean into the feeling of fearlessness. By choosing to prioritize and honor myself. There's a part of me that knows I have the power to break through and remove old obstacles so that I can move forward on my soul's path. I know I've got the grounding energy of the earth to support me. And I've got everything I need inside me to bring real magic to myself when I make the honoring choice. Hi, Lizzie. So today I affirm, stay under the arm, that I have the power to remove inner and outer blocks. Top of the head. And I choose to be fearless in honoring myself and my life. And just finish on the third eye between the eyebrows. So be it, and so it is. And then come to a stop gently. Take a nice deep breath. How's about that for a card? Earth magic. Connect to the earth. And that was part of my reading today, was go out and be in nature, because that's when your ideas come through, right? Your inspiration and all the rest of it, and your intuition. But that is a really cool card. So let me know in the comments what you think and how you feel. If you want to just for fun play along and do the little check back into your areas of tension, tightness, discomfort, or pain, and let me know where your points are on that scale now that we've done a little bit of tapping. I would love to know. Drop it in the comments if you want to. I'm just going to note down a couple more ideas that came up. Brilliant. I'm glad you liked it, Lisa. That's cool. Anybody else? How do you feel now? Excuse me, that'll teach me to drink fizzy apple and elderflower water. You're welcome, Karen. Hey, Cynthia. You're now a 4 after tapping. Wonderful. Good release and yawning. Good. Awesome stuff, Melissa. That's brilliant. Well done. You know, it's not always easy to do this stuff. And when I talk about this, you know, you shouldn't do toxic positivity and spiritually bypassing. I'm off booze, Lisa. 7 to a 0. Oh my goodness me. What the hell were you fussing about? And thanks, Johnny, because that is a perfect example. So after the tapping, you might have this voice in your head going, what on earth were you worried about? Or what was that all about? Or why did you even think that? That's called a cognitive shift, right? So we get this. So we have the event that's happening, the thing. Then we have how we see the thing, how we feel about the thing. Then we have how we judge ourselves for feeling that way about the thing, right? Hence Johnny saying, what the hell were you fussing about? That's that outer casing of judgment about, you know, the thing and how we were reacting to it. We are so hard on ourselves, so hard on ourselves. But when you dissolve that outer casing, which we started to do with tapping, you realize and you go, I don't even know what that was about, right? That's called a cognitive shift. That's where the power is. Because when you can just step back and go, right, okay, that's happened. All right, I'm not going to tell myself a story about what it means about me. Of course, I'm going to honor my feelings of how I feel about whatever that thing is, but I'm not going to judge myself for having those feelings. And that's the golden gag. That's what spiritual bypassing and toxic positivity can do. And I will caveat it by saying I understand that it is completely from a positive intention. I understand that, right? But try to catch yourself when you do it, because all you're doing is not honoring how you really feel. And the sooner you honor how you really feel, the sooner you'll get back to better, right? You're really sick. Oh no, you can breathe better. Okay, good. Excellent. You're welcome, Melissa. Great card for the day. You're very welcome. I'm tired, very sleepy all day. I feel a little better. Wonderful, Barry. That's so good. Earth magic. Yes, good, isn't it? Johnny says, one other comment on the card when you talked about inner and outer blocks. The outer ones are sometimes manifested by the inner. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just what they wrote. But yeah, absolutely. It can go both ways, can't it? It's really interesting. And sometimes it can manifest out of absolutely seemingly nothing, right? And that's when we've got dissonant vibrations hanging about in our energy field that we don't even know about unconsciously. So that's an entirely different kind of flying, but that's what my energetic expansion method, my joint modality with the gorgeous Gemma Went will be dealing with. So you can't be Pollyanna all the time. She was fictional. Well, quite right, Karen, quite right. So, you know, it comes from a good place. It comes from a good place. But actually, the more powerful place is honoring exactly how you feel right now so that you can move through it and move into better times, right? Because actually, when you don't need the external circumstances to stop so that you feel better, you can just be okay anyway. You're pretty bulletproof, right? So I hope that was useful. Please feel free to like, comment, follow the pages, do whatever, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps my channel and my message to get out there. And also you can feel free to tag with integrity, right? Tag people and share with people. You can share in groups if you're allowed. But let's just see if we can get the message out to people, because, you know, this isn't about me. This is about getting people to feel better. So thank you all for being with me today. I'll see you again tomorrow about 1 o'clock on the Daily Tap, the weekend. And then if you're in my expansion lounge, you will get the deeper dive after that at about 1:30. So lots of love, and I will see you then. Bye for now.